The Bonesetter's Daughter by Amy Tan. Read by Lorelei King and Pik-sen Lim.
These are the things I know are true. My name is LuLing Young. My husbands were Pan Kai-jing and Edwin Young, both dead and our secrets gone with them. My daughter is Ruth Young. She was born in a water dragon year, and I in a fire dragon year. So we are the same, but for opposite reasons. I know all this, yet there is one name I cannot remember. 100 times I've gone over that morning when precious auntie wrote it down. I was only 6, but I could count. I could read. I had a memory for everything, and here is my memory of that winter morning. I was sleepy, still lying on the brick kang bed I shared with precious auntie. The flue to our little room was furthest from the stove in the common room, and the bricks beneath me had long turned cold. I felt my shoulder being shaken. When I opened my eyes, precious auntie began to write on a scrap of paper, then showed me what she had written. "I can't see," I complained. "It's too dark." She huffed, set the paper on the cupboard, and lighted the brazier. She poured water into the teapot, and when it was cooked, she started our day. She scrubbed my face and combed my bangs. Then she braided my hair into 2 bundles. She banded the top with red ribbon, the bottom with green. I wagged my head so that my braids swung like the happy ears of palace dogs. And precious auntie sniffed the air as if she too were a dog, wondering, "What's that good smell?" That sniff was how she said my nickname, Doggy. That was how she talked. She had no voice, just gasps and wheezes. She told me things with grimaces and groans, dancing eyebrows and darting eyes. She wrote about the world on my carry-around chalkboard. She made pictures with her blackened hands. As she wound her hair tight against her skull, I took out a pretty ivory comb from her box of treasures. "You wear this," I demanded, holding it up. "Pretty." I was still young enough to believe that beauty came from things, and I wanted Mother to favor her more. But precious auntie shook her head. She pointed to her face and bunched her brows. "What use do I have for prettiness?" she was saying. Her bangs fell to her eyebrows like mine. She had a sweet peach forehead, wide-set eyes, full cheeks tapering to a small plump nose. That was the top of her face. Then there was the bottom. She wiggled her blackened fingertips like hungry flames. "See what the fire did." I didn't think she was ugly, not in the way others in our family did. "Ayah, seeing her, even a demon would leap out of his skin," I once heard Mother remark. Half precious auntie's mouth was bumpy. Half was smooth and melted closed. The inside of her right cheek was stiff as leather. The left was moist and soft. Where the gums had burned, the teeth had fallen out, and her tongue was like a parched root. No one else understood precious auntie, so I had to say what she meant. Not everything, though, not our secret stories. She often told me about her father, the famous Bonesetter from the mouth of the mountain, about the cave where they found the dragon bones, how the bones were divine and could cure any pain except a grieving heart. "Tell me again," I said that morning, wishing for a story about how she burned her face and became my nursemaid. "I was a fire-eater," she said with her hands and eyes. "Hundreds of people came to see me in the market square. Into the burning pot of my mouth I dropped raw
Sample complete. Ready to continue?